straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double dog, that's the way.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And oh, Going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Prescott going deep for Diggs. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Back to throw now on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Prescott on first down. And Diggs has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 30 run. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This is a counter play. Eckler. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Draw play, Elliott. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A first down carry by Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Watch the screen.
2nd and 5. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Prescott. And it's complete. Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Prescott now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Switch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. 2nd and 13. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing. Prescott got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Running on first down, Eckler. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On first down, Hines. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Shoot! 61. Matchbox. Right. Charlie. Check nickel, dog.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. It's complete to Diggs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And finding the tight end Hooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them? Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him. Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks. Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago. So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, Falcons! Beckham, 77 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast. No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion. So here's 2nd and 4. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
That's how we do it, baby.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock. Time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Chopper, chopper. Exit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Catch is made by Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
To my eye, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try to run it in with Elliott.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Pull it together. Check, 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 check. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. He's locking. He's checking crack.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if we got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Elliott. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Eckler, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 1st and 10, Prescott's got Hooper on the short connection. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Prescott yet again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, could also result in a melee later, though. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.